Hello everybody, I'm John Hindorf. Welcome to Virginia International Raceway. We've got rounds 11 and 12 of the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by Michelin. Alongside me in the IMSA booth is Shea Adam. Now before we get to today's race, let's take a look back at the last couple of rounds, rounds 9 and 10, which were at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Good to have your company here in Canada. We are going to crank up the excitement to 11. Green flag in the air, we're racing. Everybody so far of the 22 playing nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 MX-5s across the road. All kinds of pushing and barging and bumping. It's Westin Workman in the number 13 that takes it. Top step of the podium for him. 45 minutes on the clock. It's a little bit of bump drafting.
Oh, massive save.
On the dirt, and there's a hip check there. I'm not sure there's enough going on. It's side by side again. That's another accident. And it will be Nate Cicero who takes the victory for McCumbee McAleer Racing. Wow, what a weekend we have had. There are only 4 races left on the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup schedule, and the championship battle is heating up, with the top 8 drivers covered by fewer than 600 points. Aaron Johnson leads the field into rounds 11 and 12. He's been a consistent finisher all season long and has racked up 7 top 5 finishes. Jared Thomas picked up a win here last season en route to his second MX-5 Cup championship. McCumbee McAleer Racing's Nate Cicero is feeling confident heading into VIR. He's 30 points back in the standings and returns to the track where he scored his first ever MX-5 Cup victory. A native of Williamsburg, Virginia, Gresham Wagner has reached the podium at VIR, but has never scored an MX-5 Cup win on what is his home track. This weekend could make or break a driver's championship dreams. Let's get to the start of round 11. First of all, let me remind you exactly where we are. Just outside Danville in Virginia, 3.27 miles, 17 corners. This is a closed road circuit, and it's one of the best in North America, which probably makes it one of the best in the world. From the rundown to the horseshoe at turn 1, then the climb up to the oak tree turns at 11 and 12, and then the highly technical turn 14 through to turn 17, down the roller coaster to the hog pen. There's a little bit of something for everyone. Points for grid position pole, for the fastest lap of the race, for leading the most laps of the race, rather, should I say, and of course for the positions. We'll go through the championship implications in a few moments' time, but we've got 45 minutes on the Mazda MX-5 Cup clock, and we are racing at VIR for the first of 2 races of the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by Michelin. And they're all spread out into the first corner, and off goes Jeremy Fletcher. I think that is from the outside of the front row. That's the 22 car. Gresham Wagner is still running. The JFR car for McCumbee McAleer Racing is off, and that is significant. We'll get back to that in the moment. I noticed somebody had the 4-way flashes on further back down the field, but Gresham Wagner did manage to get through. That'll put Nate Cicero, I think, up into second place. Also coming through there was Tyler Gonzalez. The good news is that Jeremy has got back onto the track rather, from the field. Oh, he wasn't even half a car wide there, Shea, but at the horseshoe, it's downhill at the edge of the track. And also, the Opmo car, the Operation Motorsport, Robert Mao for MBM Motorsport is off as well. Operation Motorsport, a mirror image of Mission Motorsport in the UK. Jim Cameron's brilliant innovation, now over 10 years old. Opmo, not quite that old. Oh, and Alex Bashura was involved as well in the 33 Spark Performance car going off wide, and then it all kicked off behind him with the number 82 going wide as well of Woody Hyman for JTR, but it looks to be the Operation Motorsport. Oh, Diesel and Tiff will be disappointed with that. Well, that was exciting, Shea, in the first couple of corners. Well, let's just review what happened at the start. We had 3-4 wide. That's standard operational practice. Jeremy Fletcher goes a little bit wide. Now, that's fine. He's having his own incident. He did not hit the barriers at turn number 1. Now, the second incident started with Alex Bashura going off. He may have got a little side swipe, and he's hit the barriers quite hard and bounced back off. Then there was a secondary incident behind him involving Woody and the 16 Operation Motorsport car of Robert Mao. The Whelen Mazda MX-5 safety car turns right into the pit lane, and Gresham Wagner with 36 minutes pretty much on the nose on the clock. And we are back to green flag racing as they go under the starter stand on the little kink down towards the first corner. The leader, really squirrely under braking, the Michelin tyres squeaking in protest there as Gresham Wagner was hard on the brake pedal. And Nate Cicero stays there. And off all the way at the back of the field.
Sally Mott.
Is that Sally? Yes, it is. Sally Mott in the 15 car. Thank you, Shay. And she'd been running well up the order there in the mid-teens. And remember, by the way, there are 35 minutes still to go. Bit of argy-bargy at the left hook as side-by-side action. JTR number 96. That is Jared Thomas, was being worked over there a little bit, but he managed to hold his own from Westin Workman and Jagger Jones in the number 86. The reasoning, it's provisional. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a big off for the number 20, and Zach Hollingshead for the Sato Motorsport Group is off at NASCAR Bend. Got a bit of a swapper going on where the back end and the front end weren't really talking to each other, but I think he was tipped into that. One qualifying session for 2 races. Your first lap sets the race position for the first race, and then either your second best lap or your best race lap from the first race sets your grid for the second. Well, good news is Zach Hollingshead, one of the rookies. Did he get a little tap from the number 50 Grant West? Yes, he did. I think Zach might be coming through the pit lane, Shay, don't you?
I think Grant West might be serving a drive-through penalty for that, but very well done by Zach Hollingshead, making his debut this weekend to actually get the car going and moving once again, and the tire barrier didn't even move either. So really impressed with the amount of impact that should have come that didn't.
Jeremy Fletcher, by the way, remember, was all the way at the back of the field early on. He's fought his way back up to 10th position. And as far as our rookie battle is concerned, and we do have a rookie championship as well, Jeremy Fletcher still has the fastest lap of the race. Westin Workman, who is the best rookie, sitting in 3rd position overall, 2nd fastest lap of the race, and Aaron Johnson, number 24, sitting in 7th place at the moment, is the 3rd fastest lap. Slow-moving car ahead is that of Ethan Tyler, BSI Racing car. He's just come out of the pits, Ethan. Hasn't had a good run here, but he stayed across the driver's left, put his 4-ways on, let everybody knew he wasn't going to get involved. Really heads-up driving. And Westin Workman up into 2nd place at the left hook last time around. Just put a right fender onto the leader there. Westin Workman, the rookie, who has been at the sharp end of the field, got a couple of race wins under his belt as well.
The bottom of the top 10 is also extremely intriguing, John, because we've got Julian DaCosta and Aaron Johnson hanging on to this battle for the lead, this 9-car battle for the lead. In 10th, Peter Atwater. In 11th, it is... who was that who was just sliding back? Was that Gresham Wagner starting to lose a couple places?
Yes, it was.
We've got Jones back in 11th, well now in 12th, because Jean Jodoin has passed. The 3 cars, the 26, the 39, and the 86, they are really going at it, and that too is capturing my attention.
Jeremy Fletcher confirmed in 3rd position, but gave the number 5 car of Gresham Wagner a little bit of help, and it's still probably, with 6 minutes to go, still any of the top 6, maybe. We're just starting to lose a couple off the back. Let's call it the top 7. Another lap led by Westin Workman, but he doesn't lead at turn 1 because through goes Jeremy Fletcher, and the comeback is complete from dead last and 25th at the end of lap 1, or at the end of the first corner, in fact. Jeremy Fletcher in the light blue number 22 for McCumbee McAleer Racing and Jeremy Fletcher Racing.
Tyler Gonzalez is off the track. He is stopped on the side of the track, but this means 3.27 miles. No guarantee that where you are right now is going to earn you a trophy by the end of this one.
Now he's on, I think he's got behind the safety fence. I don't think we'll need to go yellow here, which is brilliant because it means we're still racing. Watch out for the car in 4th position. Gresham Wagner still has a chance here. Last time around, Aaron Johnson and Julian DaCosta both put their fastest laps of the race in. Jeremy Fletcher has the fastest lap of the race. Oh, Tyler Gonzalez is nearly covered at the top of the roller coaster. If he could have just pulled the car further over. We're still green at the moment. This is extraordinary. Can Jeremy Fletcher hold on? Will Jared Thomas in the red and white car pull out? At the moment, Fletcher does not see the need to defend. That was brave. That was very brave indeed. He stacks them up at the top of the hill, down towards the hog pen for the final time. There's a long run to the line, and we've seen blanket finishes here before. Fletcher has got to get a good exit out of here because he's making the hole in the air for everybody behind. Here comes Workman. Here comes Jared Thomas. 1, 2, 3, 4 across the track. We've seen this script before, but it's going to be Fletcher. Fletcher, last at the exit of turn 1, wins it. Despite dropping to the back of the field on lap 1, Jeremy Fletcher has fought his way through traffic for his first MX-5 Cup win of the season. Let's head down to victory lane and hear from our winner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to apologize to McCumbee McAleer guys, making them stress out after my mistake in turn 1, but I really put my head down, knew the guys had the car really good, and I was confident in my driving, and just put my head down and drove through them. Yeah, it's definitely really big for us. Mazda MX-5 Cup's really close. You know, you got guys all ages, and it's just really exciting with the points this close. I've had a couple podiums, quite a bit of podiums, been looking right at that win and never been able to get it, so I'm super happy and excited to get it here today.
Well done to Jeremy Fletcher and the entire McCumbee McAleer Racing team. What a turnaround as we look at the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup point standings. The weekend sweep has pushed Jeremy Fletcher from 4th to 1st, and now he has a 60-point lead over Jared Thomas. Gresham Wagner has moved up 2 spots to 3rd. Nate Cicero and Aaron Johnson round out the top 5. The closing rounds of the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by Michelin will be at Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta on October the 10th and 11th. We'll see you trackside.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of the International Motorsports Association. We would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.